The mission we have in our mind and why we started this school is a very different one. I would say it is revisiting education and rekindling or reigniting education. Whatever I've done research in this field, I've read a lot, and whatever the life has taught me, one thing that I've come to realize that mostly what we do in the world today, in India and across the world, in the name of education is not education, but indoctrination. And this is not a conspiracy theory. It is the very words of the people who've laid the foundation for our modern education system. You can Google for Horace Mann, who set up this system in US, and Macaulay is obviously very famous. Horace Mann says that, we needed education so that people listen to the government. And Macaulay is famous for telling that education is the only tool against revolution in India, so that the public can be dumped down and then they listen to whatever the government says. जो तुमको हो पसंद वही बात कहेंगे, तुम दिन को अगर रात कहो हम रात कहेंगे. Whatever the government or the education teaches, that sinks into the people and the students, and then they keep repeating the same thing again and again. Let me try and reiterate this point with just one example. A very simple question. Who discovered America? Christopher Columbus. Who discovered India? Vasco da Gama, correct. But do you know the reality? The Western world did not have the necessary level of maths to build a navigation map also. How on earth could they have discovered this? You don't believe me? Open your phones and search Google Baba. You will find, you search for the board of longitude. Many of you might be hearing this word for the first time, but there was a board of longitude constituted by the government of United Kingdom, the Britishers, in the 18th century. And you know the task for this board of longitude? It was to find a way of discovering the longitude of a place. Now, if you want to move anywhere on the surface of the earth, latitude and longitude is the basic coordinates you need to get there. Without longitude, how do you go? Without longitude, how do you navigate to America? Or without longitude, how do you navigate to India? If you search for the authentic Portugal records, which are all still there in Portuguese libraries, they record that Vasco da Gama was escorted by huge Indian ships to the Indian shore. So where did Vasco da Gama discover India? Where did Christopher Columbus discover America? And what's the popular story about Christopher Columbus discovering America? They say he wanted to find out a route from the western side of the world. Oh, very well. Nobody tells you the truth. And the truth is that they were making navigational maps on a flat surface, like how we do on a world map, whereas the Earth's surface is curved, which led to an error of 40 degrees, and that's why instead of India or Africa, this gentleman landed up in America. If we make 1 degree wrong, the maths teacher will give a 0. This gentleman got 40 degrees wrong and is celebrated across the world as the great discoverer who discovered America. What is this? Education or indoctrination? There are several more examples that I can give, and I really do hope that we get time and occasion again to engage this way and when we can talk about these aspects of education.